Hello, this is Andres Ortiz from Andres Ortiz Law. We're located in Long Beach, California. We specialize in immigration and the intersection of criminal and immigration law, also known as crimmigration. I've been practicing for 13 years. Prior to hiring RLS, we faced several challenges in finding remote paralegals. For example, we had engaged one organization whose employees didn't return phone calls to our clients, and another one who had several no-call, no-shows. After we spoke with RLS, they assuaged a lot of our fears because of their track record, and after meeting the potential candidates, we felt like they would be a lot more reliable employees than what we had received in the past. Before choosing RLS, we were a little skeptical about giving another remote paralegal company a chance because we had several bad experiences. However, after interviewing the candidates, they seemed to be much more engaged and eager to do this type of work. They were all attorneys, and because of that, I felt like they had different problem-solving capabilities that other remote legal services organizations did not provide. Since hiring our paralegal through RLS, she's been a huge help in sending out a lot of the client questionnaires, doing follow-up, making sure that the questionnaires are completed correctly and that we have the supporting documentation for immigration applications. We've been incredibly happy with the staff that we hired through RLS because she came to us knowing how to use both my case and had familiarity with DocketWise, which are the two case management systems that we use in our office for both client communication and to complete the immigration applications. At Andres Ortiz Law, it's a small law firm, and every team member needs to be able to work well with each other. So when we were interviewing the candidates through RLS, we had an interview not only with me, but with the other staff that the candidate from RLS would be working with. Immediately after speaking with the candidate from RLS, we were impressed with her poise, her professionalism, and her kindness. And those were the reasons that we ultimately chose her to be our staff, but also have been amazing in terms of a seamless integration into the culture of our office. I would have to say the most valuable aspect of working with RLS is that we have been able to find somebody who is a problem solver. She obviously needs some amount of training because every office culture is different, but the thing that has really impressed me is her ability to problem solve, to exhaust every avenue of finding solutions before turning to the other staff or before turning to myself to seek guidance. This has opened up a lot of opportunities for me to do the work that only an attorney can do. So we were very fortunate to find somebody from RLS that had some immigration background. That made it easier for us to train in terms of teaching this candidate the black letter law, and we were only required to spend about 2 weeks in training the candidate on how to work within our systems and communicate with our clients and with the other staff. Fortunately, because we were hiring an attorney in another country, but nonetheless another attorney through RLS, we never faced any security concerns or any issues with needing to go into a serious discussion about client confidences. And that is because we did hire someone who is an attorney who understands the duty of loyalty and the duty of confidentiality to our clients. Our staff member from RLS has been amazing addition to the office because she not only has been able to handle a lot of the legal tasks, but has also been a positive influence on the office culture and morale. And I say that because before she came on, we had staff who was feeling overworked, stressed out, because of the varying tasks that they had to do in my small 4-person law office. However, since hiring the remote legal staff paralegal, we have been able to spread out some of those tasks among another person, and that has allowed everyone else to feel less burdened by the amount of work that it takes to make sure that our clients have the legal services that they need. So we've been very fortunate to have the specific paralegal from RLS, because in the past we've had issues with managing somebody who's not in the office. However, the person from RLS who works with us is extremely professional. She is also very good at solving problems, and so we feel like she's able to handle her caseload with a level of independence that makes us feel comfortable knowing that she's in the other part of the world. Working with RLS has had a number of benefits. One, the employee that we have is less expensive than a comparable employee here in the United States. We also have a person who I think has a higher ceiling than most of the employees that I've had over the 13 years that I have practiced law. And I look forward to her continuing to grow within the office to get more responsibilities because I think that she will be able to handle them. Recently, President Biden initiated a program that would allow several non-citizens who are married to U.S. citizens to apply for an immigration benefit. We knew that this would immediately be challenged in the courts, and so we had assigned our RLS staff person to help us complete these applications and all of the supporting documentation that's needed to submit these applications. She was able to do it within a very short time period, and we were able to submit several applications before the deadline because of her hard work. So we feel very fortunate to have an attorney from Argentina who's coming to us through RLS. We believe that she has been a tremendous addition and that she is able to do a lot of problem-solving skills that we just don't find with employees here in the United States. We find that she is able to navigate through the immigration system, which is very complex and convoluted, with very little direction from us, and she's able to reach the right conclusions. So we feel that she has been a tremendous addition, that she has a wealth of knowledge and is able to acquire even more knowledge with very little direction and support from us. So if somebody was concerned about hiring staff through RLS, I would definitely sympathize with them because I've gotten burned in the past. However, I do have to say that this experience has been different because of the level of professionalism, both through RLS and then the caliber of the candidates that we have reviewed and then the one that we ultimately hired are just different. It's a way better experience than what we've had in the past. I would recommend RLS to other attorneys because they do have a track record of having staff that have some familiarity with a lot of different legal subject matter. I would recommend RLS because in the end it is a low risk, high reward proposition. There is only a month-to-month requirement, and if you're unhappy after that month, you can cancel and just walk away without any other penalties or issues. In conclusion, we feel grateful to have a remote paralegal through RLS because she is an Argentinian attorney who is bilingual and has done a lot to improve the morale here in the office because of the tasks that she's taken away, but has also provided great customer service because she's able to connect through her bilingual abilities with most of our clients.